Good evening, everyone. Thank you once again for joining us for our final night of Miracles in Minutes, as we've taken 3 or 4 minutes every night this week to talk about the special miracles in the Bible that were performed by the apostles and those that came after Pentecost. Because it's one thing to see Jesus work a miracle on earth because he was fully man and fully God. But it's another thing to see regular human beings like you and like me performing miracles through the power of the Holy Spirit. And we just want to build your faith as we get ready for Sunday, because this Sunday, 2 days from today, is the day that we are going to see God do some miraculous miracles, signs, and wonders in the church service that Sunday at 10 a.m. on May the 30th. We're looking forward to it. We cannot wait to worship with you and to see what God has in store for that day. And then next Sunday, don't forget, June the 6th, we're going to have our Family and Friends Day. We want you to be a part of it. So come ready to worship God, but then ready to have some fun, some food, and some fellowship with loved ones in your church family as we play games and we have a good time outside eating free food and just building relationships, because that is ultimately what church is about. It's about getting to know God and getting to know people. It's loving God, loving people, and sharing hope. And we want to do that in the context of relationships, and Family and Friends Day is going to help us do that. Now, last night I told you part one. Paul was headed to Rome to be killed for preaching the gospel. He was going to be tried and killed. His ship broke apart and he got bit by a snake on the island of Malta, and he shook it off into the fire, and the people thought he was a god. And it was just a miraculous sign that God performed to show how strong he can be even in a tumultuous time in our own life. Tonight, I want to pick up the story in verse 7. It is in Acts chapter 28, verses 7. We're going to read through verse 10. It says this: Near the shore, this was immediately after Paul shook off the snake. Near the shore where we landed was an estate belonging to Publius, the chief official of the island. He welcomed us and treated us kindly for 3 days. As it happened, his father was ill with a fever and with even some dysentery. Paul went in and prayed for him, and laying his hands on him, he was healed. Then all the sick people on the island came over to where they were, and they were healed. As a result, we were showered with honors, and when the time came for us to leave, they supplied us with everything that we would need for the trip. You see, because sometimes the miracle that God uses in your life isn't just about you. Paul should have died. He was bitten by a poisonous snake, and he should have died, and God protected him. The leader of the city, of the island that they fell on, his father should have died, but God healed him. And he was able to minister to the entire island because of what God was able to do in and through Paul. And we just want you to build your faith right now, build your expectancy for what's coming this weekend, because we believe it is not just about one day of healing, but it's about healings on top of healings on top of healings, and seeing more and more people being touched by the presence of God so they can come to know that their loving Father loves them and wants them to have a complete, total, and abundant life. Thank you so much for joining us for these miracles in minutes throughout this week. We're looking forward to worshiping with you this Sunday. We love you.